So as you have learned well about electric field now and to calculate electric field in different situations, now we come to a very important concept for the electric field itself, and that is the concept of electric dipole. It is a concept which you will find very interesting and very important from your examination point of view also. So electric dipole, if I have to just explain what an electric dipole is, as its name is suggesting, electric dipole is a combination of positive charge and a negative charge placed very small distance apart. Now when we say placed very small distance apart, it means the separation between the two charges should be of the order of few angstrom. So in case if I take this rod and I say this is a positive charge and this is a negative charge on this rod, positive charge and negative charge, they are placed some centimeters apart. Is it an electric dipole? My answer is no. The important thing is for a dipole, for an electric dipole, the charges should be separated by few angstrom. So in fact, if we are looking for the electric dipole, we will see the electric dipole in HCl, where hydrogen ion and chloride ion, they are placed few angstrom distant apart. But the center of mass of positive and negative ion, they are not coinciding, they are not overlapping, they are placed in the arrangement some distant apart. So it behaves like electric dipole. Some other molecules which are like electric dipole are H2O. Then we can write C2H5OH. Then ammonia, NH3. Then we can say CH3COOH. So they are the molecules, there are number of molecules where the center of mass of positive charge and negative charge do not coincide, they do not overlap. Instead, they are some distant apart and they remain there. They are all electric dipoles, and it would be interesting to learn their behavior in the electric field. Electric dipole moment is represented as P vector. So it's a vector quantity and it has a direction from negative charge to positive charge. An electric dipole moment is a measure of strength of electric dipole. It represents the strength of an electric dipole. Now how to find it? You have a positive charge plus Q, you have a negative charge minus Q, and when you are looking for electric dipole moment, it has a direction from negative charge to positive charge. So electric dipole moment is having a direction from negative charge to positive charge, and electric dipole moment has a magnitude which is given as one of the charge because they are equal and opposite charge into separation between them, Now when I say how to represent the separation between the two charges, so in fact the separation between the two dipoles, you can call it L, you can call it R, you can call it A also. But for convenience that you will understand as we are moving ahead in different expressions, for convenience the separation between them is represented by 2A, because many a time we will need half distance between the two dipoles. So the separation between them is represented as 2A. Again I am saying You can call it L, you can call it R, you can call it 2A, you can call it 4A. But for convenience, conventionally, we will generally take the separation between them as 2A. So electric dipole moment is, if I say how to define it, it is product of one of the charges into separation between the two charges. And electric dipole moment has a direction from negative charge to positive charge. If among Q and 2A, I have to call something as a vector, charge is a scalar quantity, so it is 2A only which will be represented as a vector. And once again, this is, I want to remind you that the separation should be of the order of angstrom. So let's talk about the unit of electric dipole moment now. When I say I want unit of electric dipole moment, the unit of electric dipole moment from the formula P is equal to Q into 2A. In MKS, the unit of electric dipole moment should be Coulomb meter. But Coulomb meter is actually a bigger unit, huge unit. Its practical unit is with the name of the scientist, that is Debye. And 1 Debye is having a value 3.3 into 10 to the power minus 30 Coulomb meter. So it's a very small unit as compared to Coulomb meter. But sometime you will encounter this unit mentioned. So as you just learned about the dipole moment, which is directed from a negative charge to positive charge, and it has value Q into 2A. So I'll just take one simple question and one very good question on this concept, how to calculate dipole moment in a given arrangement. Like this question number 1, here we are provided 3 charges which are arranged on the vertices of an equilateral triangle. So on the vertices of an equilateral triangle, we have 3 charges which are provided. On this side, there is a charge minus Q. Over here, there is a charge plus 2Q. And here, there is a charge again minus Q. So 3 charges, and everywhere on this equilateral triangle, the separation is D. Find the dipole moment of this combination. So we want the dipole moment of this combination. Here, I can say there are 2 combinations there are 2 dipole moments. One is this, due to this negative charge minus Q and one positive charge plus Q. So one positive charge plus Q and one negative charge minus Q, they together are making a dipole moment, and that dipole moment has its magnitude, which is say P, and it is Q into D. Separation is D. I am not calling it 2L, I am just calling it D. So at this point, at this vertex, I have one dipole moment which is due to combination of this and 1 plus Q, that is Q into D. Similarly, the other side, it is 1 minus Q and other plus Q. It is also going to provide one dipole moment. I call it say P1 vector is equal to, this is P1 vector, and if I talk about its magnitude, it will be again Q into D. So this is one vector Q into D, and this is another vector which is also Q into D. There are 2 dipole moments, although their magnitude has the same value, P and P. But we are looking for the net dipole moment at this point. So net dipole moment at this point would be here. Now I am looking for this net angle, where the angle between the two will be 60 degree. It's an equilateral triangle. So the net dipole moment will be root of P1 square plus P2 square plus 2 P1 P2 cos 60. So it is going to be p square plus p square plus 2p square and cos 60 is half. So you get it p root 3 and qd into root 3. So the net dipole moment in this arrangement would be here, which is vector sum of these two dipole moment. So this is first question and is based on the fact that dipole moment has a direction from negative charge to positive charge. Here also it has a direction from negative to positive charge, and then there are equal and opposite charges that make a dipole. Minus q and plus 2q. Here minus q and plus q formed one dipole. Here minus q and plus q formed another dipole. Now second question which I will take is a good standard question. Here we call it higher order thinking skill question. Find the dipole moment of a charge distributed over the surface of a ring of radius r. So here you have a ring and it has a radius r. Upper half of the ring has a charge q. So maybe on the upper half of the ring you have a total charge q which is spread. So we don't have 2 point charges only here. We have total charge q which is spread on the upper half of the ring, and on the lower half of the ring you have another minus q which is spread in this whole length. So the total charge which is spread on the lower half of the ring is minus q, and on the upper half of the ring the total charge that is spread is plus q. I want the dipole moment in this situation. So in this arrangement, as you can see, you are not having 2 point charges. Instead, you have a series of charge spread all over here and a series of charge which is spread all over here. So what we are going to do is, let's take small portion. We will find the dipole moment of a small portion and then we will integrate for the whole ring. If I ask you here the charge is distributed in as linear charge density, surface charge density or volume charge density, your answer is here it is a linear charge density. And if I ask what is that linear charge density, you should say q by pi r. Charge per unit length. Charge q is distributed in a length in a circumference pi r, not 2 pi r. Now let's take at an angle theta, let us take a very small portion of angle d theta. Maybe the length which it carry here is dl. So can we relate between d theta and dl? We can say d theta is equal to dl by r. Theta is equal to arc by radius. It may have a charge dq which will exist on it. If I say how much will be the charge dq that will exist on it, your answer is lambda dl. So that charge dq which will exist on the small portion would be q by pi r into dl. And then dl can be further written as r d theta. So that charge dq will be q by pi r into r d theta. So charge dq will be q by pi into the d theta. I can call it equation 3. Now as I can see, at an angle theta from here, I took a small portion of angular width d theta and I found it to have a charge minus dq. I can say it's a combination of a positive charge dq and here minus dq. So this dq plus dq and this minus dq will form a dipole moment, will form a dipole. And if I am interested in finding the dipole moment of this combination of dq and minus dq, I should multiply, I should take one of the charge into separation between the two. Now how much will be the separation between the two? How much is this separation? This is a radius r, this angle is theta, this will be r sin theta. Similarly, this is the radius r, this angle is theta, this is r sin theta. So the separation between the two charge plus dq and minus dq will be dq into 2r sin theta. So this dipole moment dp is q by pi d theta into 2r sin theta. So the dipole moment dp is 2qr by pi sin theta d theta. But we are interested in the dipole moment. This is dipole moment of just two small elements. But here I have such dq distributed everywhere, not only at these two places, it is distributed everywhere in the upper half and the lower half. So the total dipole moment, if I am looking for, is 2qr by pi. I will just integrate sin theta d theta. And limits of it will be, I start theta as a minimum value 0 when I take a point here, and when I take a point here, theta will have a value 180 degree. So 0 to pi. And 2qr by pi, integration of sin theta is minus cos theta, 0 to pi. So dipole moment is 2qr by pi minus cos pi minus, so it will be plus cos 0. Cos pi is minus 1, so it becomes 4qr by pi ultimately. 1 minus minus 1, so it is 2. So it is 4qr by pi, which is the ultimate dipole moment of this arrangement. So the idea is clear. Dipole moment is one charge into, one of the charge into perpendicular distance or the shortest distance between the two charges. And here we have seen, in case of uniform distribution of charge, how to find the dipole moment.